and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks are headed to the NBA Finals for the third time in franchise history. This is Kyrie's fourth trip, Luka's first trip, and man, this game was electrifying. 124-103, a 21-point blowout in Minnesota, where we had to lead the entire game and we never gave it up. Luka and Kyrie both dropped 36 points apiece, combined for 72 of our 124 points. PJ also chipped in with 12. Derrick Lively came back and reminded everybody how important he is as a rookie for this Dallas Mavericks team. The game was amazing. We never gave the lead up and we never looked back, and it all paid off. We're going to break all that down and more in this video. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started, man, let's try to get 500 likes in this video. 500 likes for the Dallas Mavericks who are going to the NBA Finals. I appreciate it big time. But like I said, man, this game was just electrifying. It was incredible. I said it live on stream. We haven't really had a game where we blow the team out, where we just kill them, we destroy them. A lot of these games were close, or we're fighting back from being down in the first quarter, got to make it up in the fourth quarter. It was a lot of playing catch up in the entirety of the playoffs so far. But we were due for one, and that one was today, the closeout game to send the Minnesota Timberwolves packing home back to Minnesota, over to the Great Lakes, because we got a finals to prepare for in Boston next Thursday. The Dallas Mavericks came to play. The Dallas Mavericks came to win. Luka was amazing. Kyrie was amazing. I mean, come on, let's go ahead and play my intro, or play my little animation. White Claw Luka, Clamp God. Played excellent defense today. Also excellent offense. The man was just unstoppable today. But it wasn't just Luka getting it done. It was the Supreme Kai ascending above the realms of mortal men. Supreme Kai showed up as well, and he stood on business, and he got it done. The Dallas Mavericks looked great. We got out to a great start in the first quarter. We beat them. We outscored them in the first and second quarter. We went to halftime up by 20-some odd points. We were up by as much as 38 in this game, which was crazy. Didn't even understand how we even got that high. I mean, obviously it was our defense. Our defense was great from start to finish. Our offense was just amazing. Luka dropped 20 points in the first quarter. From that moment on, I knew we're winning it. Of course, you got to play the rest of the game out. Anything can happen. It's the playoffs. It's basketball. Leads can be lost just as fast as you get them, but this Dallas Mavericks team, they came with the right mentality. After Games 4, horrible loss where we didn't have Derrick Lively, and we lost by 5 with a lot of mistakes in the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, the Mavericks were pissed. The players were upset with themselves because they wanted more, but they didn't come out with the right energy. And what do? They came out with the right energy. They wanted more. The Dallas Mavericks are going to the NBA Finals, and this game, let it be a warning to the Boston Celtics that this arguably our best game all playoffs, and we're gonna break that down in the box score. PJ stand on business. Washington had 12 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. He was 2 of 5 from 3. Derrick Jones, Flight 55 Jr., had 5 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 1 of 2 from 3. Daniel Gafford, the landlord, 11 points, had 1 block, 9 rebounds. He was 5 of 6 from the line and 3 of 3 from the floor. Kyrie, Supreme Kai, 36 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. He was 4 of 4 from the free throw line and 4 of 10 from 3. Luka Doncic, your Western Conference Finals MVP, 36 points, had 2 steals, 5 assists, 10 rebounds, and was 6 of 10 from 3. And off the bench, we got a lot of contributions. Maxey gave us 3 points. Dwight Powell, he caught an alley-oop from Jaden Hardy, had 2 points. Derrick Lively had 9 points. In his game back from his neck sprain, he had 9 points, 3 blocks, 3 assists, 8 rebounds. He was 3 of 3 from the floor and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Josh Hustleman Green played amazing. Had 2 points, 2 steals, 1 assist. He was 0 of 2 from 3, which is fine, but his hustle plays was amazing. His defense was also incredible. Dante Exum didn't have any points, but he did have 1 assist and 3 rebounds. AJ Lawson had a point in garbage time. Jaden Hardy had 7 points, and he was 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. The Dallas Mavericks got it done. We got it done. We're going to the finals. I don't know what more we need to say. But this game was amazing. From the opening tip, we were locked in. The offense was automatic. We were making our shots. We were taking good shots. And we were getting stops. Our defense was incredible the entirety of the game. And once we put Lively in, we knew we were going to win because his presence was felt automatically. he was altering shots left and right. No one could score on Lively, it felt like. No one could shoot over Lively, it felt like. He was contesting shots, getting blocks, contesting them at the paint. It was amazing. But not only was it Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, in my opinion, looked very good on the defensive end today. Also, Maxi Kleber didn't have a big offensive game, but his defense was also great as well. The switches that we had to adjust to on defense as they kept passing the ball around, setting those screens with Rudy Gobert and then another one off Cat, we were rotating on defense, and it was amazing. They couldn't get away from us. We were on top of them. And then on the offensive end, the ball movement, the deep threes, the alley-oops, the attacking the back, all of it was just amazing. The Dallas Mavericks got it done. And I want to say, I think it was like in the third quarter, sometime in the game, I can't remember which quarter it was. Oh, Naz Reid went up for a layup, Derrick Lively had caught a long pass. He was going up for a layup to put it back up. Naz Reid tried to block, missed the block, hit Derrick Lively in the back of the head, was called for a flagrant one. And then earlier in the game, Rudy Gobert was trying to get tough on Derrick Jones Jr., but you already know Flight 55 don't back down. He don't back down. It's a one-way flight to the finals, and he is the captain of that ship, of that plane, whatever you want to call it. The Minnesota Timberwolves were not locked in, and even in the post-game in the post-game conference, Anthony Edwards even admitted, we weren't really clicked in, we weren't locked in together, it was a bad game. He even said that the team wasn't even clicked up the entirety of the run. It was really weird, because when y'all beat us in Game 4, didn't you say that you can easily win the next 3? Didn't you say that you didn't really lose to us in any of those games? I'm just saying, for the player that everyone says the next Michael Jordan, the next face of the league, he did not take this loss well. In my opinion, he could have said a lot of other things that looked better, and instead, he continued to make excuses. But speaking of the next face of the league, let's go look at his team, right? McDaniels had 8 points, had 2 blocks, 1 rebound. Rudy Gobert had 9 points, 7 coming from the first half. Had, 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds. Karl-Anthony Towns had 28 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 12 rebounds. He was 1 of 6 from 3. Mike Conley had 7 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And Anthony Edwards had 28 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, and 9 rebounds. Did not get a lot of contributions off the bench. They had a few guys in garbage time, but Kyle Anderson had 7 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Luka Garza had 6 points, 1 rebound. Naz Reid finished with 5 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. And that was it. I mean, he had a couple contributions from everybody. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that the Dallas Mavericks are going to the NBA Finals. Next Thursday, we see the Boston Celtics in TD Garden, which I'm not really worried about. If you want my honest opinion, I'm saying Mavs in 7. And that's me just being careful. That's just me hey, I think we can win it. If it's in 7, cool. If it's in less, even better. I believe in this team. From the first game of the playoffs against the Clippers, when we lost Game 1, I put out a video saying, I'm not worried. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, you should be, da-da-da-da. I'm sorry. I believe in this team way more than I believe in the Clippers, the Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves, or the Celtics. I believe in this Dallas Mavericks team, and you should too. They get things done. After a loss, they always bounce back better. They're like the Phoenix, not the Phoenix Suns, but like the mythical bird. They may die, but they rise from the ashes even better. However you want to put it, the Dallas Mavericks are the real deal. But like I said, Luka Doncic is the Western Conference Finals MVP. The team is happy, but we got a few things that we want to look at right here. As the man PJ Washington, Mr. I ain't going, Mr. Stand on Business, flicking it up in the locker room as they're just celebrating a lot of these guys' first time to the NBA Finals. Another thing we want to look at right here. Derrick Lively II's message to his mother after they clinched the NBA Finals. Just keep watching from above. We all know who the rookie is playing for right now, and I don't think I was ready for that emotional roller coaster right there. We all know how big and how important this is for Derrick Lively. We know what happened. He lost his mother right before the playoffs, and now look at him, being one of the most important players on this team. Luka Doncic was trying to give Derrick Lively his Western Conference Finals trophy. Now, I'm not sure if they were playing around, but Luka was like chasing him with the trophy, trying to give it to him. Because we all know how important Derrick Lively has been to this team. Arguably our third best and most consistent player. An amazing anchor on defense and a real lob threat on offense. Derrick Lively is playing for his mom. He's playing for the team. He's playing for himself. And I can only imagine what's going through his head right now. The emotions are running high. But it continues. Western Conference MVP. That's your boy, Luka Doncic. Getting it done. And I just want to know, what does the national media got to say now? They made excuses for the Clippers. They made excuses for the Thunder. They're probably gonna make excuses for the Timberwolves, but it's fine. Keep doubting us because we always play better when you doubt us. But another thing, doesn't look like Anthony Edwards dapped anyone up after the game. He was seen heading back to the locker room as both teams were shaking hands. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound very Michael Jordan-ish to me. Doesn't really look like face of league to me. Now, I understand. It hurts. It hurts if you feel like you should have won. It hurts to know that you were down 3-0 and you had to fight back and it still wasn't enough. You lost at home. I'm not saying he should not care about this loss. However, good sportsmanship goes a long way because you're not the only one that lost. The rest of your team lost, and they were out there shaking hands, talking, Anthony Edwards is a young guy. He's a very good player. He's very young. He's going to be a problem in the next few years. The Timberwolves may be more of a problem in the next few years if they keep things together. But for him to just walk off without dapping nobody up, saying nothing, shows a lot. But check this out. Luka Doncic just became the first player in NBA history to put up at least 150 rebounds, 150 assists, and 50 made threes in a single postseason. I'm sorry. I know I don't get a vote for the MVP, but a lot of y'all got it wrong. Luka Doncic is proving to you time and time again exactly who he is. The best player on the planet. I said it. I'm not hiding from it anymore. Luka Doncic is the best player on the planet. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mama. You already know. But before we end this video, let's go into the segment. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, I'm giving it to Luka and Kyrie. Honestly, I want to give it to the entire Dallas Mavericks. From Jason Kidd to Nico Harrison, all the way to AJ Lawson and Alex Fudge and Jaden Hardy. The entire team was good. They were great. But if I had to specifically narrow it down, I'm going to Luka and Kyrie, who just had a monster performance in tonight's game. It was wonderful. I love it. The bad, I'm going to give it to you, Anthony Edwards, for you walking off without talking to nobody, shaking nobody's hands. It was very Isaiah Thomas back in the 90s when Michael Jordan finally beat him, right? Very, very unclassy. I mean, you could make excuses for him, sure, but it just wasn't a good look. You get the bad. And the ugly, I'm giving it to the fans of Minnesota. Now, I was watching the game live on my stream. I couldn't hear the audio, but the people were telling me how the Minnesota fans were booing their own team. Now, it could have been directed at the Mavericks. That's fine, but from what I'm told, Minnesota fans were not showing that energy. They were not coming out trying to help their team win at all. Minnesota fans, Timberwolves fans, y'all ugly. And that's all I got to say about that. What else needs to be said? We're going to the finals. We only need 4 more wins before there's a parade inside my city, yeah, and you best believe I'm going to be out there. Better look out for me. Dallas better watch out. See Marcel out there in a parade, bad things are going to happen. I'm going to go lose. But thank you guys for making it this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a triple jersey giveaway. Winners will be announced next week. But until next time, y'all take care. Peace.